What's up, everybody? This is Mikey Fwesh from Fwesh Artist 101, and I have another great Monday motivation for you today. The topic this evening is "We is better than I." The topic of this video has to do with community and what that actually means. Artistic community is very, very important for your growth as an artist. For that time when you feel like you're artistically stagnant or things aren't going your way, you're not getting a lot of auditions, or you haven't gotten a lot of shows lately or anything like that. One of those reasons that you feel that way is probably because you have failed to create a stimulating artistic community around you. Probably 90% of the jobs that I've booked have all been because of some form of personal relationship that I've gained through this business. I've done projects with people or met people at agencies or at gigs, and I've shown myself as a friendly person and just engaged with them and networked with them and just really got to know them. And through them, I was able to give them a heads up about opportunities or vice versa. And that's how you kind of build your framework and your web of jobs and gigs and experience. And people that don't do that, people that don't have an artistic community around them, tend to go into these very deep lulls where they're not gaining a lot of stimulation or experience or opportunity because they're dependent solely on what they can bring to the table and what's there for them. And this works for some people. Hey, I can't speak for everyone, but I know for me, I wouldn't have been able to get to where I'm at now if it wasn't for some artistic people around me. A few reasons why an artistic community is really important. One is because it opens up your options for opportunities. The more people you know, the more things that are going on in your world, and you can potentially be a part of that. So if you and I are friends and I have a showcase and I need someone to do something and you do that something, then you could potentially work in my showcase. That's how it works. That's just you and I. Now imagine if you had 15 people or 20 people around you that were all always doing artistic things. There's the opportunity is always there for people to be able to throw some extra stuff on your plate. You never know where these things could end up. Some information that I learned was on the set of The Great Debaters, but I was an extra. I was one of hundreds of people that were there for the debate scene. I gained some information about an agency in Boston, and through that agency, I booked a good portion of my commercials. My first national commercial, I got my manager through someone in that commercial, and that brought me to New York. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how it works. Second is having a good community around you keeps you artistically stimulated. So if anybody's helped their niece or nephew or someone do some math homework for their 4th or 5th grade class, and you're like, I have no idea what kind of work they're doing. I mean, it's just that you've been so far removed from that world of doing that every day that you have no idea how to do long division anymore because you haven't used it in forever. And it's that same kind of thing. But when you were in high school or when you were in middle school and you were doing that every single day, that was the work that you had to do, and you knew how to do it because you were constantly stimulated with that particular topic and that particular habit every single day. Without an artistic community, you become that adult trying to help your niece or nephew do that math problem. You're called on to be on set for something, to dance in a show, or to do some poetry, and you're like, oh, I haven't done this in a while. It just doesn't work, it doesn't fit, and you may not get the job, or you may not get that audition, or you may not do well on that job, or be called back for something. So you want to consistently be stimulated artistically. One of the great ways to do that is to continue to create an artistic community around you. Thirdly, there's a really great proverb in the Bible. It's Proverbs 18 and 24 that says, a man who has a lot of friends shows himself friendly, and there's a friend that sticks closer than a brother. Mr. Grinch doesn't have friends because he doesn't show himself friendly. Bah Humbug, that guy, what was his name? I can't remember, that Christmas guy. He doesn't have any friends because he didn't show himself friendly. People want friends, you show yourself friendly. You want opportunities, you give opportunities to people. This is that reciprocal relationship and how it works. As you build your artistic community, you want to get in the habit of freely giving of yourself and your talents to those around you. If you have an opportunity to do something for someone, do it because you want to, and you want to see them succeed. You know what I mean? Like, creating a community isn't just, what can everybody here do for me? You have to also inject yourself in that community and see what you can do for the other people in your community in order for it to work. By being that type of person that shows themselves friendly and gains those friends, you have the opportunity to gain relationships with people that are just very special and that are very deep and unique, you know, and they're not just the typical networking friend or networking contact, but they can potentially become someone that you do a lot of fantastic work with. You know, I have some examples here of amazing actor and director combos. You have Christopher Nolan and Michael Caine. They've done 6 films together, so they've done all 3 Batman trilogies. They've done Inception, The Prestige, and Interstellar. You know, those are amazing movies, and it's no coincidence that Michael Caine has been on all 6 of those films with Christopher Nolan. It's because they formed a relationship with each other, and they can depend on each other. You know, Michael Caine trusts Nolan as a director, and vice versa. Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese, The Departed, Gangs of New York, I mean, the list goes on. They did 5 films together. Johnny Depp and Tim Burton did 8 films together. And you know, that doesn't come around often, you know, it's very hard to find. I only have probably, I would say, 1 person that I really click and vibe with artistically that much. And his name is Tory Bullock. I actually put some of his videos in my playlists section. So if you go to my playlist section, you'll see Tory Bullock. So one of my best friends, he's the founder of Articulation, a poetry theater group that I was a part of in Boston. He has a very interesting and unique perspective and voice as an artist, and I really vibe with it, and I really support it. So if you want to continue growing as an artist, you want to keep pushing yourself forward, look for opportunities to grow your artistic community, because it will really help you in the future. I hope this has been useful to you. Please like, comment, and subscribe if it has. And also share this video if you think there's anybody that might vibe with these topics. All right, thank you guys. Stay fresh.